If you hate cheating, subscribe now. We expose the truth to save relationships. I always thought love was supposed to be simple. You meet someone, you fall for them, and you build a life together. At least, that's how it was supposed to be with Liza. We met in high school, two kids who didn't know anything about the world but thought we knew everything about each other. She was the girl with the bright smile and the laugh that could light up a room. I was the guy who carried a camera everywhere, trying to capture moments because I was afraid I'd forget them. We were inseparable. Prom, graduation, college, we did it all together. When I proposed to her on a beach in Cape Cod at 25, she cried and said yes before I could even finish the question. Our wedding was small, just close friends and family, but it felt like the start of something perfect. For the first few years, it was. We moved into a cozy condo in Brooklyn, and life felt like a dream. Liza worked in marketing, climbing the corporate ladder with a determination that made me proud. I was a freelance photographer, chasing gigs and trying to make a name for myself. We had our routines, Friday date nights, Sunday morning pancakes, and lazy evenings on the couch, binge-watching whatever show we were obsessed with. But somewhere along the way, things started to change. It wasn't sudden. There were no big fights or dramatic moments, just little things that added up. She started working later. Client dinners, she called them. At first, I didn't think much of it. She was ambitious, and I admired that about her. But then the excuses started. I'm too tired for date night. I have to work this weekend. Can we reschedule? I tried not to let it bother me. I told myself it was just a phase, that she was under pressure at work. But then there were other things. The new perfume she started wearing, the way she'd smile at her phone and quickly put it away when I walked into the room, the way she'd sometimes look at me like she was somewhere else, like I wasn't really there. I didn't want to believe it. I couldn't. Liza was my wife, my best friend, the person I trusted more than anyone in the world. The thought of her betraying me was unthinkable, so I pushed the doubts away. I told myself I was being paranoid, that I was imagining things. But then came the day that changed everything. It was our anniversary. 10 years together, 5 years married. I wanted to make it special. I'd planned a surprise dinner at her favorite restaurant, a little Italian place in the West Village where we'd had our first date. But first, I needed to pick up her gift. Liza loved Tiffany's. She always said it wasn't about the jewelry, but the feeling it gave her, like she was worth something. So I went all out. Diamond studs, the ones she'd pointed out last Christmas. Too expensive, she'd said, but I didn't care. She deserved it. I was standing outside the boutique, holding that little blue bag, feeling pretty good about myself. I even imagined the look on her face when she opened it. But then I looked up, and my heart stopped. There she was, Liza. My Liza, across the street, laughing at something a man in a gray suit said. I didn't recognize him. He was tall, well-dressed, the kind of guy who looked like he belonged in a magazine. She tugged his arm playfully, the way she used to do with me, and then they walked into the Roosevelt Hotel like it was nothing. I stood there frozen. The gift bag felt like a brick in my hand. My mind raced. Maybe it's a work thing. Maybe it's... But deep down, I knew. I followed them inside. My legs moved on their own like I was watching someone else control them. The lobby was all marble and gold, the kind of place that screamed money. I saw them at the elevator. He pressed the button for the 12th floor. I took the stairs. 12 flights. Every step I prayed I was wrong. Maybe it's a meeting. Maybe it's... But the 12th floor was all hotel rooms. And then I heard her laugh. Her laugh. Behind door 1207. I knocked. 3 times. Hard. The door opened, and there she was. Hair messy, blouse wrinkled. Mike? What? How did you... I didn't let her finish. I held up the Tiffany's bag. Happy anniversary, I said, and then I threw it at her feet. She denied it. Of course she denied it. He's just a colleague. We were working on a project. But the room smelled like wine. There were 2 glasses on the table, and him buttoning his shirt in the corner. I'll never forget his smirk, like he'd won, like I was a joke. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. Not then. I just said, "You picked today?" Today? She reached for me. Mike, please. But I walked out. The elevator took forever. All I could think was, I'm 31 years old, and my life is over. She came home that night, begged, cried, said it meant nothing. But how do you believe that? How do you forget the way she looked at him? I packed a bag, slept at my brother's. For weeks, she texted, "Let's talk. I'll quit my job. I'll do anything." But the trust was gone. Like someone had ripped it out of me. I filed for divorce last month. The condo's sold. The earrings? Still in that bag, I think. Sometimes I drive past the Roosevelt. I don't know why. Maybe to remind myself that even perfect things can be lies. If you're watching this, don't ignore your gut. Love shouldn't hurt. It shouldn't leave you standing on a sidewalk, holding a gift for someone who's already gone. And if you've been betrayed, walk away. You deserve better. Cheating isn't a mistake, it's a choice. Stay strong. Hit subscribe for real stories that expose the truth. Share this video. It might save someone's marriage.